What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're going to have an orange bourbon smash. I've never had one before, so when this ran across my TikTok, got my interest into it. And apparently you can make it with lemon, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, any kind of fruit. I've always had whiskey sours, but the smash looks really, really good. You're going to need triple sec, orange juice, your choice of bourbon, and Sprite. So it's really simple. It's 2, 2, 2, and 4. Mix it up, and there you go. If it tastes like crap, we may have a different drink on the podcast. Start off, we'll do the 2 ounces of triple sec. We'll do 2 ounces. What are we working with today, Lance?
Old Forester. It's the bourbon that they use at George's for their old fashions.
Oh, shut your face. What was the one that they used at Pearl and Horn?
That one's Old Forester as well.
Okay. Which, by the way, we mentioned that on the last podcast.
Yummy.
Yes, very, very yummy. All right, 2 ounces of Sprite. Guess I never really measured that. And we're gonna do 4 ounces. It said freshly squeezed, but you know.
It was freshly squeezed at the factory.
It was freshly squeezed in somewhere else. I'm gonna do that. We'll give it a little stir. Citrusy. Look at it. And that is the orange bourbon smash.
All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today we have our orange bourbon smash, and then off camera, after we finished recording the intro, Matthew made basically like a whiskey sour, but we changed it up with lemon juice, and instead of triple sec, we use Cointreau. So Grand Marnier. So Cointreau and Grand Marnier are like top shelf substitutes for triple sec. So if you guys like margaritas or even bourbons or whatever, whiskey sours or whatever, then you can substitute those.
And with the lemon juice, so it's not so acidic and bitter, we put some simple syrup, so it kind of sweetened it up. Because the orange juice, obviously, they add sugar to it to make it sweet. So if we had some type of, I bet the low sugar diet like lemonade Minute Maid would be fucking good.
Okay, yeah.
Because
There'd be a lot more water in that, I think,
Yeah.
versus just straight up lemon juice.
Yeah, so we kind of snuck a little taste test.
Yeah.
This one's good.
Yeah.
But this one's better.
This one I would have, you know how like when you go to brunch and most people get like mimosas and shit, but let's say you don't like champagne. That'd be the tits.
This is the Man-Mosa.
Yeah, Man-Mosas.
Man-Mosa.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. Fuck, we should have said Man-Mosa at the beginning. Damn it.
Yeah, we just made Man-Mosas. All right, we'll go back downstairs and refilm it.
Yeah, I'll just have you say Man-Mosa, and then I'll put it over so when people are like, "What the fuck?"
And that is the
Man-Mosa.
Man-Mosa or bourbon.
It doesn't even match up with orange bourbon smash.
Yeah, your lips are still talking, but it says Man-Mosa.
Like an old Chinese movie.
Yeah.
One of those old karate movies.
Yeah. But dude, and then we also have apricot liqueur and blackberry liqueur. So we might just make just like a tiny little sip, just like dumb down the things just to test drive and see what's yummy.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think they're all going to be really, really good.
Yeah. I mean, now that you have that like recipe, just the baseline of it for the orange juice,
Dude,
now you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
So I'm going to get started with current event, a.k.a. yesterday.
Okay.
So when Bryce gets out of school, by the time he gets to his after-school daycare deal, and by the time I pick him up, is about hour and a half to 2 hours from when I get off work and he gets out of school. So he's at this after-school place for about hour and a half, 2 hours. I get there, and he comes walking up with a paper airplane like this big, like long as this table, and then a small one. So immediately I start laughing. I'm like, "Oh, you've been making airplanes today?" And the teacher goes, or the little lady was like, "Yeah, a lot of them." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I didn't think nothing of it. So we get out to the truck, and he's just smiling the whole time like he has something to tell me. And we get in the truck, and he goes, "Dad, I made a lot of money today."
Oh, he pulls out the wad of cash.
Dude, you have no effing idea. He goes, "I made a lot of money today." And I'm like, all right, a lot of money to a kid, it's like $5, or I made 32 quarters or whatever. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money. So I'm like, really? I was like, doing what? He goes, making airplanes. I was like, okay. He goes, I was selling them for $1 a piece. I'm like, all right, you're not going to sell that many of them. Yeah. So maybe he made like $3 or something. He's like, man, I was like, how much do you think you made? He's like, I think I made like $40. I was like, bullshit.
No way.
You didn't make no $40 selling construction paper airplanes.
Bro's got a job.
Dude. He goes, yes, sir, I think I did. I was like, let me see. He reaches in his backpack and he grabs a fucking wad of money like this and sets it down on the seat. Like he was stripping out a club.
Damn.
All dollar bills crinkled up, like he was just grabbing money and shoving it in his backpack.
Damn.
Like he robbed a convenience store.
That's sick.
And I was like, damn. He goes, that's not all. So he grabs again. I was like, holy shit. Dude, he starts unloading. I'm like, wait a minute, is that a $5 bill? He goes, yes, sir, and here's a 10 and a 20. Some kid paid him $20 to make him 20 paper airplanes. That was one sitting. He starts counting it up. Guess how much he made?
What, $50?
$46.
God damn.
Making paper airplanes.
Dude, okay, now what he needs to do is pre-make them at home over the weekend and then start drawing designs on them and sell those for $2 or $3.
What he's going to do is keep using the free paper at daycare. That's 100% profit.
Yeah.
We're not making them at home.
No overhead.
Yeah, exactly. And he goes like this. And as young as he is, he just goes, yeah, Dad, and tax free.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck taxes.
Yeah. I was like, dude, I would be pissed if I knew that I gave you $20 and you came home with 20 paper airplanes.
Now he can make a YouTube video. No, actually, he shouldn't. I'm about to say he could sell a course. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can either make you the paper airplanes for $1 a piece, or I can sell you a course to teach you how to do it for $5.
And that's where he's learning all this is on YouTube, how to make the perfect flying airplane. He's like, Dad, it can fly clear across the house. You know, I was like, it better for $20.
Boeing's gonna hire his ass.
No kidding. I was like, it better look like a fleet coming into attack, like Pearl Harbor for $20.
You better have the Blue Angels out here just. They better fly and sink for $20.
Yeah, no kidding. $46 in an hour and a half to 2 hours making paper airplanes. Dude. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, if you're looking for a job right now, I guarantee you at a local daycare, elementary school, show up.
Yeah.
They don't need an ice cream truck.
No.
They need a paper airplane truck. Have the whole thing. Which one do you want? You want a glider? You want an air attack? You want a jet? Whatever. You pick it. We make it. $1. Boom. There you go. $46 in an hour and a half. Nice. That's good for you.
Yeah, dude. People at McDonald's don't even make that.
No. Hell no.
They don't even make that in 4 hours. They get paid $10 an hour or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. 8 something maybe.
So that was a good little deal right there. Mm-hmm. That made me laugh. I was like, dude, that's and I was like, hey, leave the money at home. Mm-hmm. If that parent shows up, who took all my kids' money and they need it back. Like, hey, call my dad. Yeah. I don't have it. Hate to tell you. You know what I mean?
Business. I mean,
yeah. Maybe have a conversation with your kid on blowing money.
Yeah, like this money I give you is for your lunch, not to buy paper airplane.
Yeah. And he's like, man, I hope they really like the airplanes and they show up Monday.
Yeah.
So I can make more. So I was like, shit.
Dude, I want him to make me one to see if it's as as the way that I do it, because I get it to the points. Because some people they don't fold it that second time, and I want to see how he's doing it.
He will. He'll make you one for $1.
I think I can find $1 around the house somewhere.
Yeah,
dude,
so that was pretty good.
That's his little business.
Yeah,
I love that.
Paper airplanes. Oh man, so you want to recap some NFL real quick?
Oh,
and all that
dude.
crazy, just God, that. I don't hate the Chiefs. I really hate the 49ers.
Yeah, so do I.
But I really hate this narrative pushing, is Taylor Swift going to make it to the game or not? You know, that whole just...
Because she's supposed to be in, like, Japan or something.
But she's already said immediately when she walks off that stage, it's straight to her private jet and straight to Las Vegas. She can make it with, like, a few minutes to spare.
Yeah, I saw that too.
The script is written. Chiefs win. They kiss underneath the confetti, just like they did at the AFC Championship game. And I wish I was in Vegas to make the bet if they show it or if they have it, if he proposes or not.
Ooh. See,
I say yes.
See, what I think, because I've been saying this for a while, is that what if Taylor Swift breaks up with him? Hold on, because she can still make it to the game. And Usher writes a lot of love songs. Taylor Swift writes a lot of breakup songs. So what if they break up and then at halftime, because Vegas is a big performing city, Usher brings out Taylor Swift to perform one of her breakup songs because she's already in that mindset. She just performed a show. Her vocals are already ready to go. She doesn't need to prepare anything. She can just come out on stage. That would be so middle fingery, and that would be such a dick move, but especially to football fans. But I was like, that'd be crazy. But the proposal thing, I did think about that as well.
Yeah,
too.
that's definitely gonna happen. And it still may happen, like, you know, she did Taylor, no one's seen Taylor. Oh my God, did she make it? And then she comes up in halftime and joins Taylor.
That would be the tits too. That'd be cool.
And because I think she does sing like one of Usher's songs, like her own little version of it or whatever. Because it was on Facebook or whatever. Like, what if she sang that song or whatever? So, but then the possibilities are endless with this bitch, and that's what I hate.
Yeah,
like,
and then but then. Football fans across everywhere. I don't give a shit if you like Taylor Swift or hate Taylor Swift. If they bring up Taylor Swift in any part of the halftime show and the Chiefs end up winning, they're going to say it was rigged.
Oh, yeah.
No matter if it was all blowout on the Chiefs' part or whatever the fuck, or if the 49ers threw interceptions every time they got the ball. They're going to say it was rigged or some stupid shit. So.
I think this is going to be the stats on this Super Bowl is going to be the most watched Super Bowl of women or females or girls between the ages of 6 and 21, right? Because that demographic, you know, that just, they don't care. But it's going to be the least amount watched of men or males of 25 to 45, because some people, you know, like, you know, grandpa, they don't care. They're like, who the hell is this bitch? You know, like, I just want to watch football.
I got a hot chick on my TV. Fuck.
Exactly. Who's her? You know? But yeah, I think it's going to be the most watched in a certain age group of gender and as least watched of certain, you know, the older, not really old, middle-aged men, because they're just like, dude, I'm just tired of it. Unless you're a diehard Chiefs or 49ers fan. Yeah. I'll watch it just because I like football, but I'm not going to be into it. You know what I mean? It's like, because my team's not in it. The Ravens shit the bed. Yeah. They had it there. You know, Detroit. Yeah, why don't you go for it, Dan? Instead of kick the field goal, you idiot.
That pisses me off. That pissed me off so bad. I'm like, dude, just tie the game. Just tie the fucking game. There's
Campbell.
No reason to do that. You are playing a team that is literally on paper a lot better than you.
Yeah.
You do not need to try to show off and go for it or whatever. You haven't been playing like you should go for it during this game. Yeah. Yeah, you were up by like 14 points or whatever the fuck it was. And
dude, they were up by more than that, I thought, about halftime.
Yeah, there was like 17 or something like that. And then at the point, I was like, don't need to do this. Don't be a hero. Just take the points and go down. But, I mean, there was 1,000 other things that they fucked up on.
Two things Dan Campbell needs to understand. A hero is nothing but a sub sandwich with cheese, okay? So don't be that. And two, when you're going up against, and really even if, like, you're not going up against a better team, when you're in that type of situation and that caliber of a game, the old saying is you get points when possible, okay? That's it. You take them. If it's 1, 2, 3, 7, whatever it is, you take it when you can get it. And you didn't. And it bit you in the ass. So
unless I knew if it was like a tush push thing like with the Eagles, what they do, that's the only time.
But Tampa Bay stopped that.
Yeah.
That's enough tush pushing around here.
I was like, God damn it, Dan. Fuck you. Because I did not want to see the 49ers. But I also have somewhat of a theory because the 49ers are kind of like choke artists too because they fucked up in the last Super Bowl in Super Bowl 54.
Yeah.
Against the Chiefs.
Right.
And but I mean the Chiefs did come back from a lead.
On an election year.
Yeah.
And then COVID came, so you know, here we go. Illuminati. Where you at, Cat Williams?
Exactly. Right.
This motherfucker's doing it again.
But I think Kyle Shanahan has the Falcon curse because Kyle Shanahan was part of the losing Falcons Super Bowl. Then the next year, he had already made the deal and said that he was going to sign with the 49ers before the Super Bowl even started. So during the media weeks, like the 2 weeks like betwixt the AFC, NFC to the Super Bowl, he went and met with the 49ers. They already agreed to terms and everything. And so that's why I said, I was like, you motherfucker, you sat there and you knew you were going to a better team. You sat there and shit canned the Super Bowl, and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to get a ring my very first Super Bowl ring as an offensive coordinator. I'm going to get it as a head coach. Yeah. You made it to the fucking Super Bowl 3 years later. You fucking shit the bed, and then now you're going to it again, and I hope you eat shit the night before, and you get food poisoning, and you're having dysentery on the field on the 50-yard line, you piece of shit.
It's possible in Las Vegas.
Yep.
I'm just saying. And then the Cowboys, here we go. We got rid of, we didn't get rid of, but Dan Quinn left.
Yeah, to the Commanders.
Oh, so immediately I texted Larnell.
Yeah.
Because he's a huge Commander fan. Yeah. And I said, so you can't beat us, you got to join us or take our coach? Mm-hmm. He's like, hey, you got to take it when you can get it. Then I think it's our defensive backs coach is going with Dan Campbell now.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then we're getting the old the Vikings head coach, Zimmer.
Oh, Mike Zimmer.
Yes,
Zimmerman?
he is, hasn't officially signed with it, but in heavy talks of being our defense coordinator. But also, you'll never guess this, but I seen before we came over here, Belichick's son is trying to get on.
Oh.
Yeah, that hopefully, if that happens,
then Belichick will come.
We shit can McCarthy.
Yeah,
and bring in old Pops.
So in about 2 to 3 years, you guys will get a Super Bowl, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully.
What the fuck? I was at the gym the other day, and I saw where Jerry Jones was. I came into the middle of it, and it was something saying that Jerry Jones was blaming Dak for all the problems and everything.
He's the problem.
Yeah, and then Jerry Jones was like, well, it starts with Dak. I'm like, what? How are you going to throw your
Dak wasn't around in the 90s and early 2000s, okay? So what is your excuse then when Tony Romo couldn't handle it? You're just going to keep blaming it on the quarterback? It's you, my man. It is you. It has always been you, and it's going to be you. So,
dude, Jerry Jones needs to fly his private jet or take the yacht from Texas to Pensacola and come sit right here. And what would be the first question you ask him? Why the fuck are you so shitty?
Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck are you so greedy?
Yeah.
And you couldn't just leave Jimmy Johnson alone. Dude, you could have had a whole living room full of Super Bowls. Mm. The entire 90s, no one was going to beat us. Even when salary cap came out, we could have made adjustments or whatever, but no, you have to be a greedy piece of shit. And the first 3 things in an organization, he's the owner, the president, the CEO of operations. How the hell can you do all 3 of those jobs efficiently and good? You're not doing it because you're not letting these coach.
Well, he's already old as fuck. So
yeah, you're nothing but a puppet man. You're Lance without the fucking Jeffy puppet.
Dude,
is what it is.
I would love to be. I would love to have Jerry Jones's net worth. That'd be retarded. His boat is insane. Dude.
He doesn't care. You know what I mean? He's had his Super Bowls. He just he wants it if it happens, but it's kind of like money is more important. And everyone loves a villain, and the Dallas Cowboys are that villain.
And as long as they're doing all right every year to give people hope, they're going to keep buying the tickets. They're going to keep showing up, and they're going to keep buying the merch. Yep. And then if they just get a couple stars here and there, like receivers or cornerbacks, or like Trayvon Diggs, the tits, but he tore his fucking MCL or ACL, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, but dude, when Bland came in, good God, dude, he was fucking top notch.
If you can get them both healthy, that's dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
And then who was y'all's pass rusher? Michael Parsons?
Yeah, he was mainly. Him and Lawrence were kind of neck and neck.
Mm-hmm. Didn't he get hurt? Parsons?
Yeah,
or he wasn't playing at 100% or something?
Yeah, he wasn't playing at 100%, but I mean, he was still, his 85% is better than most, you know, but yeah, he had a lot to say when Dan Quinn left. He had a lot to say, even on his podcast, where he didn't like the play calling that Dan Quinn and the defensive setups and that whole deal against the Packers. Mm-hmm. He did not like any of that, and he called him out. He's like, dude, he did not put us into position to win. We were in formations and stuff that just was not covering or could stop that offense. You know, they're running the ball down your throat, and you're, rushing 3 and dropping, 8 or what. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? But that's my Cowboys.
Yeah.
God bless them.
Yeah, I was wondering where Bill Belichick's going to go because now all the head coaching spots have been filled. And then I was hoping he was going to go to fucking Atlanta, but then Atlanta decided to hire Raheem Morris, who was their interim head coach when they shit-canned, I think it was Dan Quinn before they got the last son of a bitch that came in who didn't do shit.
Wouldn't it be cool as shit to see him like be a on TV by Tom Brady being a commentator?
Dude, I was hoping Bill Belichick was going to go to the Falcons because I fucking hate the Falcons now. I do not identify as a Falcons fan ever. There's literally, in my bathroom right behind me, there is a Matt Ryan jersey that's autographed, and that's the break in case of emergency and you need toilet paper.
Oh, my God.
But I don't identify as a Falcons fan anymore.
But it'd be funny as shit to watch Brady do, he'd be doing all the talking, and then Bill Belichick's just sitting there as grumpy, just,
yeah.
These assholes.
Yeah.
Running the ball. Mm-hmm. Can't stop them.
Yeah.
But he's old, man. He's like 72.
Yeah. But so was Pete Carroll, and Pete Carroll was still killing it. Pete Carroll was older than Belichick, I think.
Yeah. They actually said Pete put in to retire and that he wanted to stay within the Seahawks, somewhere.
Like the organization, yeah.
Right.
They put him in like the front office or something.
And then at the last minute, he's like, no, I think I want to keep coaching. And they had already made that decision. Like, he's done. Mm-hmm. And so now he's just out there living his best life.
Yeah. Well, Dan Quinn went up there like twice for 2 interviews to go back to the Seahawks because he used to be the head coach of the Seahawks before he went to Atlanta. Then he went from Atlanta to the Cowboys, and he was at the Cowboys for a while. And I was like, shit, I know the Seahawks are just going to hire him back, but they didn't. I was like, no way. He went
he's wondering what they're
to the
thinking,
Commanders?
Man. Yeah.
Ugly.
But he's staying in this conference that obviously he knows well.
Yeah.
So, and he knows the Cowboys game plan very well. Mm-hmm. So he's going to stop us.
Yeah.
He can put together
Or
something.
try.
Yeah. He can put together something, for the Eagles. The Giants are the Giants. Anyone can stop them. So, dude, he might do decent,
Yeah.
And then Ron Rivera was looking at our defensive coordinator position too. So
Interesting.
that'd be kind of weird. Just swap coaches.
Yeah. I wouldn't want Ron Rivera.
No,
he shit the bed in Carolina and then shit the bed in Washington. So.
yeah, no, he can just stay away. But so back to the Super Bowl. What are your thoughts? What's your predictions?
I got 31-21, and I saw this TikTok. So I saw it on TikTok, so it's got to be true. There was a psychic that there was a player that went from the Jets to the Chiefs, and I think it was a receiver. If you say his name, I'll get it. I don't know.
Oh, God. I think.
Anyway, if you think of the receiver's name, it wasn't Kadarius Toney, it wasn't Skylar Moore, it wasn't whoever the fuck else we have. Yeah. But anyway, there was a psychic that showed up at the Jets locker or the whatever their training thing was, and they brought this receiver up. And this guy, before the season even started, he predicted that it would be the Jets and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe if Aaron Rodgers didn't get hurt,
right?
the third play of the
Dude,
game.
Imagine.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker was on there. And then he said, I've made a score prediction and based off just this receiver standing in front of him. 31-21, Jets beat 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Turns it around. That player gets traded to the Chiefs. So now there's this conspiracy that since that receiver is now on the Chiefs, that's what he meant because he was picking that player, not the team.
I could see that. I'm going to go a little north on the but you got the Chiefs winning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because you said the score, but I'm going to do 38-35. I want them. It's going to be neck and neck because they want. Yeah, they want. Because if it's low, and it's already the Taylor Swift thing, and
people are already not going to watch it,
right? And if it's low scoring and not very the excitement and the fireworks and the theatrics and stuff, they're going to be like, oh, fuck this Super Bowl. It sucks anyway because Taylor's here. or the whole hype around it. This Super Bowl is all revolving around her now.
Yeah.
You know, whether or not she's going to make it. Are they going to propose if he wins and this and that? Are they going to kiss underneath the confetti? This whole thing.
Yeah. Everyone, because that's going to be front page on everything.
Yeah,
The
that's all it's going to be.
tabloids,
Yeah.
The fucking papers.
It's going to be the Kelsey Bowl. You know what I mean? The Taylor Kelsey Bowl. So all of this attention is on it.
And then Jason just retired, so now he's going to be there
he actually
too.
said he came out and is like, I mentioned it, but I didn't officially. I think he did sign a 1-year contract with the Eagles again. He's like, I think I got one more in me, and he signed it earlier this week. I think.
Good. Yeah, because I want to see him play again. Like he has a ring, right? He played in that 52, right?
Yeah, he has a ring. And on his brother's podcast or their podcast, Travis calls him out because I guess Jason just like he doesn't care. Like he's just like, it's just a ring, whatever. But he keeps his most valuable possessions in socks. So his Super Bowl ring, he goes, dude, it's literally in a pair of socks in my top drawer, like somewhere in my drawer. Like
I would have it in a safe inside of a safe.
Yeah.
But if I had that much money, I'd have one of those like secret vaults.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've seen them on Instagram Reels or even on TikTok, but I follow like pages like that are called man caves.
Yeah.
But it'll be like a bookshelf, and you pull this book, then the door slides, and then you go down this long hallway, and then there's a safe, and you type in the code, you open it up, and it's a bourbon room, cigar lounge, and then a golf simulator. I'm like, motherfucker, the worst thing that could happen to me is I win the lottery because I'll never leave outside of these 4 walls because I'm building a 4-story bunker down.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be high scoring and just, just a lot of deep pass. I think it's gonna be just air the ball out. You know what I mean? It's gonna be boom, boom, boom. Travis is gonna get his, touchdown and scores and all this and that. It's gonna be, oh my God, what's Taylor doing in the box and this and that. It's written, man. And I think it's gonna be just up and down the field, high scoring, and at the very end. Or towards the end, it's going to be the Chiefs kick a field goal, and there it is. That's going to be the end of it. So we got to watch Jason Kelsey, or Travis Kelsey, excuse me.
Yeah.
Kiss Taylor underneath the fucking confetti.
What color do you think the Gatorade's going to be? Because that's always like a famous bet that people make. They're like, oh, what is it going to be? Purple? Is it going to be red? Is it going to be green? Is it going to be blue?
I could see red.
Red's probably favored because both teams are red.
I could see that, but, I mean, it's tough to go against that old school lemon lime or orange. Those two are.
You want to know what pays the most if you bet the color? If you had to guess, just
I don't know.
Purple.
Purple?
Purple always pays the most.
See, the thing is, like, when we played, it's orange and lemon lime are the least sweet.
Yeah, because I can't do the heavy shit.
Yeah.
So purple would be heavy.
Purple
as fuck.
and red is like syrup.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say orange. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say orange.
Yeah, I get behind that. Yeah, see, if I was having to play that fast all the time, I'd only want green or water. That's the only two things.
Well, the Chiefs are gonna win. Red and yellow, they kind of makes orange if you mix them. Orange Gatorade.
Okay.
It's going to look good splashing off of Andy Reid's orange hair.
Yeah, with his cheeseburger he's going to get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think the Chiefs are going to pull it, man. I hate the 49ers. I really do.
Yeah.
I think
Plus Brock Purdy's going to crack under that pressure.
Yeah, I think the storybook is written, man. Yeah. I mean, when the Ravens got beat, I'm like, all right, dude, this is when if Taylor wouldn't have came in this year, I think the Ravens would have handled it. I think it's still storybook written. Mm-hmm. They found this gold mine, and Roger Goodell is just riding that horse. Yeah. This is a unicorn. He's like, I haven't seen this type of ratings ever.
Yeah.
We were tanking, and this bitch shows up, and my ratings go up. She needs to be at every single game, and they got to make it to the Super Bowl.
Right. Dude, I'm totally going to put like a little ice box up here for ice, and we just put it up back here. Scoop the ice. Oh, yeah. And then we can use. Oh, he's so bitching. That'd be a good idea.
We got so many good ideas.
I know.
Upgrade our little table. Get us a nice little lounge type seating,
Dude, Zach said he could make us an epoxy table. So if we can get like little tiny bees and put them. Me, dude. And then honeycombs on. Okay, I'm calling Zach.
Yeah, epoxy tables aren't hard.
Yeah.
The most expensive part is obviously the epoxy. But yeah, I mean, dude, that's simple.
We could probably do it.
Yeah.
Like record it.
Mm-hmm. We could do it easily.
Yeah.
Make our own shit.
But another thing, going back to the Super Bowl, I saw where the teams, like the 49ers and the Chiefs, they're not even staying anywhere close to the Strip. And the game, when we were in Vegas, remember when we went to the Luxor, the pyramid? Mm-hmm. So the stadium is about, I'd say, a half a mile to a mile walk from there. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. You just walk down the Strip, take a right, go over the bridge, and you're there.
Yeah.
They're staying on Lake Las Vegas, which is 25 miles away from the Strip.
Yeah. I could see it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Everything's going to be insanely busy on the Strip. And there's so much traffic through the casinos and
Plus,
everything.
they have to get to like some secluded areas to do walkthroughs and drills, and you're just trying to go through and do your practice. You can't have your team walking through a lobby, dude. It's just too much. You're trying to just downplay all that shit.
Yeah, because then you'd need like 1,000 extra people of security.
Oh, dude.
And then especially the gaming floors. No way. It would be the biggest distraction, and it would take away from those casinos.
The ticket prices for this Super Bowl
is retarded.
Fucking insane.
It's retarded.
Christian McCaffrey, him and his mom and his fiance or whatever, they're like, dude, he wanted to get him a suite. He's like, I can't afford it. Yeah. It's $2.5 million for a small little suite. And it's like, dude, that is insane. It's like $9,000 a cheap ticket up to, $1 million or whatever for a good one. It's like, dude, that is stupid.
Yeah. And the end zones where Logan usually sits, I was looking at them, they're $25,000 a piece.
Dude, that is retarded.
Yeah. I could not justify it because Audrey and I, we booked our flights and our hotel to go to Vegas for the Super Bowl back in.
Are y'all staying at Bellagio?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get cheaper rooms.
Yeah.
And Will's friend Jeff, he went there for F1, and
the biggest flop.
You do, right? I love that failed so hard, dude. I love that for them. And then, of course, it happened to the Ferrari car where the grate hit the thing. I was like, Jesus. Damn, fuck that. That was $1 million fuck up. But anyway, so Jeff is Will's friend that he knows from KC. They met at a car club. Jeff's family owns a shit ton of Subways, gas stations, Cold Stones, and Marriott hotels. Nice. They also have a partnership with Caesars. So anyway, Jeff was staying at Caesar's Palace.
I thought you meant the pizza place. I'm like, how the fuck is that bringing in money?
The big Caesars. Caesar's Palace, where the real Caesar live.
We make a lot of money on those $5 carryouts.
Yeah. They're bankrupting them. It's a recessionary environment.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm not following it here.
Yeah, but anyway, so I asked Jeff, I said, when you go to a casino, how much money do you usually take? Because when I go to a casino, like the most I'm willing to take for like a night or two is $1,000.
Yeah.
Jeff took 40 to 80,000.
Good God.
On the first night, he took 40 grand. He said, I bought in with all 40,000 and I decided to just take my time. I was just playing like maybe $500 a hand. I was like,
good God.
Why are you saying it so nonchalantly? Like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, if I played $500 on a hand of blackjack and I lost, I'd go hang myself from the balcony.
I don't even like to spend the $500 in Monopoly. You know what I mean? In Monopoly money.
I sit on that 500.
Yeah, you get two of them and it's like, no.
Yeah, that 500's collecting interest in my Monopoly bank.
We're not breaking these bad boys.
But anyway, so
Holy
he told me,
cow.
because he came in, because he and Will went to the AFC Championship game.
I seen where Will posted that.
Yeah. And Jeff came back here because he and Jeff went to the strip club.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, bitching.
Okay.
And but anyway, so
I wonder how much you took in there.
Oh, dude, yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, they were in VIP, and Jeff kept like sliding the curtain back and saying, "Hey, what's that clapping sound?"
Nice.
And then he called Tito Dorito.
Oh. Tito went? Yeah. Oh my God.
It was Tito, Will, and Jeff, and I thought that was funny. So anyway, it doesn't matter.
That's a sight.
But Jeff texted me the other day, and he said, "Hey, man, do you need any rooms for the Super Bowl?" And I was like, "No, I already got one through my MGM at Bellagio." And he said, "Okay." And he sent me a screenshot. He can have... So at Caesar's Palace, the Nobu... so that's a restaurant.
Yeah.
They partnered with Caesar's Palace, and they have their own presidential suite.
Oh, Jesus.
He gets that comped the entire month. He could stay in that hotel for a month during February and not pay a dime.
Jesus.
He sent me the screenshot. I was like, no shit. No shit, dude. Yeah. But, yeah, he's fucking loaded.
Oh,
Yeah, I couldn't imagine blowing
No.
that much money that fast, dude.
no. I got a buddy that will go to Biloxi, and he loves the Hard Rock. And that kind of sounded out of context, didn't it? Jeez, the Hard Rock Casino.
Yeah, it's not the crack rock, so y'all
Yeah,
calm
I
down.
mean, all that was just out of context.
Yeah,
Holy
so-
cow.
Some people's birthstones, like in Milton, is a crack rock.
Yeah. I've never seen that before. What kind of birthstone is that? It ain't one. Hold on a second.
He proposed with the crack rock.
Yeah. Look at this gem. this is worth more than the diamond. I bet it is, and you're going to smoke it later. Oh, man. Anyway, he loves the Hard Rock Casino. And, dude, he'll go over there, and all he ever posts is whenever he wins. You know, I could hit 80 grand this time or whatever. He won on New Year's Eve night one time on a $100 pool, you know, was $180,000.
Damn.
Great for you. One, you got to pay taxes.
Yeah.
But $100 slots, you know, how many pools did it take? I guarantee it's not 180,000.
Yeah.
But some of the friends that have been over there with him and have watched him lose, dude, this dude's down like 30 grand in the first 2 hours he's there.
I couldn't do that. I could not mentally bring myself to spend a car in a casino.
Yeah,
That would
and
never
well,
happen.
that's just the first 2 hours. Then he's asking people, "Hey, man, let me borrow a grand. Let me borrow a grand." And by the time he leaves, dude, he's like close to 50 grand in the hole. But then he goes back, and then once again, he'll win like 50 grand.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Hey, I won 50 grand." Well, yeah, well, dude, you just lost it 2 months ago. Exactly.
So you didn't win anything.
Right, you haven't won anything, but winning 180 G's, that will put you in the black for sure. But dude, could you imagine having to pay taxes on that shit?
That'd be AIDS. Dude, I had to pay so much. I had to pay $500 in taxes on a $1,700 win I hit in Vegas. Because whenever you have to have a hand pay, they come up to you and
When we went last time? Or?
No. This was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Audrey and I were there for our anniversary. It was the year before we got married.
Okay.
And so yeah, not last June, the June before. So almost 2 years. And I put like $300 in. I hit max bet, which was only like $8 a spin or whatever. And I did that 3 times, and then it hit for $1,700. I was like, bitching. I was done for the day. I was like, fuck it. I got my hand pay. I'm good.
Exactly.
I think I have a picture of it.
That's a profit like selling paper airplanes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But then they came up to me, and this makes me feel like a dick. You're supposed to tip these people when you get a hand pay.
Yeah.
And so she comes up and she's got the 100 and she's like 1, 2, 3, all the way to 17, and then it was like 1786. And she's like 80 or 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 6.
I thought you were gonna say like 86 and ones. You know, kind of like wink.
Yeah. I was like, okay, thank you. Put it all in my pocket and just walked the fuck off.
Deuces.
And I felt like an asshole. And I was like, after we left and she was long gone, I was like, I feel like I was supposed to tip her.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Anyway.
Like on Home Alone 2 where he's like,
Yeah.
he puts his gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, they give you a tax slip because they ask for your social, because whenever they hand pay it, they have to submit it to their taxes so they can deduct that as a loss. So the casino can keep making
Knowing it's not a loss.
Yeah, right.
Because people like Jeff are dropping 80 grand.
Yeah, because they didn't ask me for a tax slip when I lost $1,000 at the craps table.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, fuck.
And why can't we write that off as a donation to the Bellagio?
Allegedly, you can.
Yeah.
But you have to log into your MLife account, and it's never the same. So if you go in there right now and you don't have any dog in any fight previously, and you drop $1,000, if you were to check, it'll probably say like 180. Wow. And it's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing that for your own books because it's going to show that you made 180 bucks when really you and I lost 1,000.
Wow.
So it's all ass backwards, and it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, because my CPA, he called me. He was like, hey, man, do you mind logging in and seeing how many losses you had? Because I'm trying to counteract this. And I sent it to him. He's like, 180, and I was like, that's not true at all. He's like, well, I can only use what it says because it's a document from MLife.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so AIDS. Anyway, back to the Super Bowl. The over under as it sits right now is 47.5. What do you got? I mean, well, I guess with your score prediction,
I'm definitely over that. Yeah. They have to find a reason to keep people's attention. If it comes out and it's just a, low scoring, moving the ball, punts, a lot of punts and all that, dude, people are going to turn it faster and shit. They don't even really want to watch it.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate the teams. They don't like the way it's been. They don't like the Taylor Swift stuff. So if we do tune in, you better make it worth their while. And it's going to be just a show, what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So,
and with what they're doing now, I saw it on TikTok where they're now like Budweiser and like all the companies that spend a ton of money on their ads are already showing the ads now, and they're just banking on people watching it again.
Yeah.
During the Super Bowl.
Yeah, $3 million a 30-second reel or whatever it is.
Yeah. Dude, y'all smash the thumbs up button, subscribe and everything, and blow us up so we can imagine if we could make a commercial for
Beyond Buzz.
That would be the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, my God.
Dude, y'all, let's start a GoFundMe, and if we can get to like $3 billion, we'll start our own NFL team, and we'll have like honeycombs on the helmets with the bee.
Yeah, and the top donator gets to join us on our commercial.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Imagine if Elon Musk's kid grows up and becomes a fan of ours and then says, "Hey, Daddy, I want to sponsor their football team."
Dad, can I have a $20 million? Sure, why not?
Donate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the highest donator will fly them out. They can be on the podcast. Bring a drink.
Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. So, what else? What else you got?
The point spread on the game's like 2.5. 49ers are favored, which is insane.
I'm going Chiefs, man. It's on.
Yeah,
there.
Logan even said that too. One day, it was Tuesday, he came into filming and he was just pissed. He's like, "God damn it." And I was like,
2.5?
What?
That proves my point right there. Like, hey, 3 points.
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped, hold on, what's my bet slip look like?
Oh, Jesus.
I already put, so I had, this is gonna sound so privilegey, and I don't even want to say it like this. I don't want to say it like this.
Well, then don't say it like that.
I have $757.69 on the Chiefs to win. And then I have an additional $100 bet on the over 47.5.
Huh.
So that's what I got. So if the Chiefs win, that'll get me almost $1,600. It's $1,591.15. And then if the 49ers and the Chiefs go over 47.5, that's an additional like $200.
Nice.
So all in all, I'm looking to cash $1,800.
Boom.
Not a hand pay. Not a hand pay on sports betting. But Logan says, he was like, "Dude, the Chiefs are going to win." I was like, "Well, how do you know?" Because I don't believe that. I do not believe for a second the Chiefs are going to pull it out. But then when you look at it, Brock Purdy has zero experience.
Dude, they shouldn't have beat the Ravens like they did.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? On paper,
Yeah.
the Chiefs should have lost a long time ago.
Yeah. On paper, it should have been the Bills and the Ravens in the AFC.
Yes.
And then the Lions play the Buccaneers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that shouldn't have happened either. Who did the Buccaneers play before? The Rams? Was it the
Eagles?
Okay, so it should have been Eagles and
on the Eagles' worst day, they have enough talent to outscore the fucking Buccaneers.
Yeah, because nothing really changed from last year when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl.
They have
against the
problems
Chiefs.
in the locker room, man. That's very well known now, and it's on paper. Yeah, it's out there now. Yeah, they have some shit to get figured out behind the scenes.
Because to me, it seems like everyone just took a big thing of Miralax the day before because the shit kept coming.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yep.
Damn. But anyway, so yeah, I got the in a perfect world, Chiefs win 31-21.
I got them 38-35.
I mean, I prefer it. The more scores, the better. Like, I want it to be the highest scoring Super Bowl. That'd be the tits. But
if anything, 42-38. I just think it's going to be a very close spread, but the Chiefs are going to get it, but it's going to be north of 30 points.
Okay.
So,
yeah, dude, if it's low scoring, I can't wait till the day after, because the first thing I'm going to Google when I wake up is the ratings.
Two things I'm going to watch the very next morning is Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco to see their reaction, and Stephen A. Smith. I want to see his reaction.
Stephen A. Smith is fucking hilarious. I love. So one thing I love Stephen A. Smith, but one thing I hate that he does is for a while he was shitting on the Cowboys, and then when the Cowboys started doing good, and it had like a 3 to 4 week span of them doing well, he got on board with them. He was like, okay, they're doing right. I was like, okay, cool.
Because he couldn't deny it at that point.
Yeah. And then as soon as they do bad, he shits all
He's
over
smoking
me.
a cigar on Twitter. One thing I like about him is, he does talk a lot of shit. But he also said one thing a long time ago in one of his little interviews, and he was talking to somebody. He's like, but one thing I will not do is personally criticize you, like in your life, like your personal life or something like that. I may say you're a shitty football player, but I'm not going to say you're a shitty person.
Yeah.
Or you're not a good dad or just. So, he gives Dak a lot of shit, but he never will personally. And he's like, and give me shit as being, an analyst, but don't attack me and my family personally. You know what I mean? Like, we'll talk shit, but don't personally attack somebody. And he hasn't. He will give him shit on the field, but he's never said Dak is a shitty human being or whatever, and I respect that. So that's cool of him. But it's, the whole, I'm going to talk shit, you talk shit. I like it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't take it. At the end of the day, here's the way I see it. If I'm not effing you and you're not paying my bills, I'm not going to sit there and worry that much about it. Yeah. And I guess you could say the Cowboys are effing me, but not how I want to be. Yeah. But other than that, it's like, dude, I don't take that stuff like to heart. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm not going to fight you over it. You can get my face, the Cowboys suck and everything. Okay, great. That's awesome, dude.
It'd be like that.
At the end of the day, if this is all you have, this football team on the field, they don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't give a shit about you either.
Yeah. Go ask them, hey, man, it's me. Don't you remember me? I was at your game.
Nope.
Thanks, dude.
As much as Amari Cooper is cool as fuck, if we met him again,
he wouldn't know who
he wouldn't give a fuck
we are.
Either, yeah.
Mama would just be another old woman.
Yeah. But for Mama,
we'd just be two other dudes. Hey, man, remember us? No. We had your little monitor. Oh, now I do, motherfucker.
You almost fucked me out of $10,000.
Yeah. Exactly. But shit. Dude, off NFL now. Before we wrap it up, because I know we got about 14 minutes left. I have it's a joke for Jerry.
Oh,
but
Jerry.
I'm going to ask Lance. All right. What's worse than having ants in your pants?
Oh, goddamn it.
Uncles.
Oh. Oh, shit.
That's why it's for Jerry.
And right about now, Jerry got it.
Yeah. He's spitting out his bourbon. God damn, he's talking about me.
If you guys want the Jerry drink, go and watch the podcast. I'll put a card somewhere. It was probably at the beginning by now.
It's like 6 inches of Crown and 2 inches of Sprite or Coke.
4 inches of Crown.
4 inches of Crown.
Yeah. And then about 2 to 3 inches of Coke.
Yeah. I was giving him an extra 2 inches.
Yeah, there it was. Kim's not used to that.
No, she's not. Absolutely
she
not.
She gets what she gets.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, exactly.
At least she's getting something.
Yeah. Shit, dude. Jerry out here making... I would love to be Kim and come home to whatever Jerry grilled on the grill, and then he's going to be bourboned out. I'd be like, dude, fuck yeah.
Dude, if you want to make that comment out of context, stop it at the first few words when you're like, I want to be Kim and be able to come.
Oh, no.
That's where you lost me. I was like, I don't care what else he says.
I just want to be able to come, okay?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Kim, and I want to be able to come.
It's crazy that I have to keep taking this whiskey dick every day.
Yeah. I go to therapy every day.
I work where people shit and we burn it for a living.
Yeah.
Then I come home to whiskey, dick, and steak.
Yeah. But at least he's funny. Mm-hmm. Most people don't even get that.
Yeah, dude. Audrey won the lottery. I'm funny all the time. I'm funny even when I'm not trying to be. Dude, we did Mad Libs the other day.
Just for fun?
Yeah, we do it
Look
all
at y'all.
We do it all the time because it's so
fucking
funny.
Power couple move.
Because
Who does that? You know what Crystal and I do? We play wordscapes.
Oh, okay.
God, we love it. And
Dude, I'm stuck on this level, and I haven't been able to pass it for the past 6 fucking months.
what level are you on?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me pull it
I'm
up.
on like 600 or something.
I can't
think
fucking do it.
I've completed more levels on Crystal's phone for her than I have my own almost. Because it's always like one word, especially the bonus word. She's like, what is that?
I'm on level 352 on the
Okay.
hard level,
Yeah.
and I cannot for the life of me do it.
Yeah, it's a thing. Let me see. I'm going to show you.
Did you ever play Words with Friends? That is
Yes.
a throwback, dude.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time. That was my college game.
I did, and I only had one friend that played it, which sucked. So it was just like words with friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Words
I'm on
with Amigo.
what the hell was that? 612, and I get all these blanks and only those shitty letters. Yeah, it gets fun.
Lion.
I got lion.
Did you? Or loin. You
I got loin.
lions. Loins.
No, I got lion,
Oh,
and
there
then
it
I
is.
have lions in my bonus word.
Fuck, I didn't even know you could press that.
Yeah, there's a so
Dude, I haven't played it
there's a
forever.
thing too where like if you don't know what the word is, if you just tap on it, it gives you the definition. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if you're like, what the hell's a nail? You tap on it, there it is, and then at the end of your round, if you tap on ABC, it'll give you the last word of the because it like goes off the map, and then you tap on that and it gives you that, and then you can look at the whole map if you just scroll like that.
So one
Because
thing,
some of these words are like, what the F is that?
yeah,
Like naff with 3 N's, an A, and an F. Like, what the fuck is that?
there was one time I was playing it, and I'm sitting there just making up words because at
Yeah.
some point I don't even realize what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it mentally fucks with me. And so when I finally get it, I'm like, what is that word? And it'll be the word closed. Like I
Yeah.
closed the door. I'm like, closet?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that
It
mean?
has you pronouncing it like
Yeah.
there's no way it can be this closet or ounce.
Yeah.
Ounce.
Who the fuck? What's an ounce?
Yeah.
Or enter in tier?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
yeah, dude, it will fuck with you like
game,
that.
That game messes with my head too much.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a hiatus
It
from that.
makes you feel like you're trying to pronounce these words, like holding your tongue, like, what the fuck is ounce?
That reminds me of a joke we made. You know how people say, like, oh, hold your tongue and say apple?
Yeah.
And it sounds like asshole. There was a joke we did in one of the Jeffy videos where he's like, Daddy, hold your tongue and say apple. And then Marvin goes, asshole. And then Jeffy goes, ha 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 ha, asshole. Because he's like trying to do it too, but he just says asshole instead of apple.
Oh, that's awesome.
Damn, that's so funny.
After we get done filming, I'll show you something else too, how to sound like something, but I don't want to be politically incorrect doing it on air. Yeah. And it works every time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think we can call it here.
Yeah, I think that's a good one, man.
Yeah. So we got Chiefs winning.
Yeah.
The Kelsey Swift Bowl.
The next podcast will probably be, well, definitely be after the Super Bowl because you're gone.
Yeah, I'm leaving next Wednesday because I fly in the 7th. I come back the 14th.
So I know what I'm doing next weekend then.
Yeah.
I am filming, I'm going to be clean shaved, and I'm going to be decked out in a blonde wig, and I'm going live as the Fortnite character.
Dude, so yeah, you guys go ahead and check out Matthew's channel. It's actually in the description and it's on the featured channels on the podcast.
I seen that on the latest one. By the way, if you need a picture, just text me.
Yeah, I thought about that, but it was last second. And so
Lance doesn't let me know when we go live, by the way, or when he sends the video live. I was just like scrolling YouTube. I'm like, one day ago, what an asshole.
So let me tell you the situation with that real quick.
It's a situation.
Yeah, so 2 podcasts ago, the laptop that I use to film, edit, and export the podcast on doesn't have enough storage for hour-long podcasts. So what I do is I take a dongle, I plug it in the side, and then I export it to an external hard drive. Well, after I export to the external hard drive, I now have to upload it from that external hard drive to YouTube. Well, on this laptop, that side where where that piece is plugged into doesn't work well. So you have to plug it in on this side. And the dongle is a 2-prong thing, and there's 2 USB-C ports on it. So if you don't plug it into the right spot, it fucks up. And so I tried exporting this bitch 4 times. It would get halfway. Now, exporting an hour-long podcast takes all day.
Yeah.
So I tried it 4 times. We went to the gym, came back, wasn't done. Fucked up. Took a shower, came back, fucked up. Got dressed, came back, fucked up. It was all fucked up. Every single time.
In the GoFundMe, please, we need a new computer.
Yeah, it'll be about $6,400.
Because if you try to spell computer on Wordscape, it's what the hell is a computer?
Yeah. Or I'm going to say it wrong.
Yeah.
Either way. But anyway. So it took so long to export it. I finally got it to export after I deleted all other files and shit. And I was like, all right, fuck this. And then this last one, I was able to do it right the first time. And then it was late when I was trying to make the thumbnail. And so it had to go out the next day. Then I scheduled it for the next day. And so that's why I didn't let you know. Because I didn't even
It's all
know.
good, dude. Because Crystal's like, hey, I think the podcast is like, I'm driving to work. I was like, surely it's not. Lance will let me know. And I was like, I get to work. I'm like, well, son of a bitch, there I am.
Yeah. And last
all good.
podcast was so hard to come up with. I
just like to try and like whenever you're like, oh, check out the latest one, which I need to get with you on that too. By the way, that's after the fact. We got a few things to talk about business wise. Yeah, mono. But
yeah. So anyway, that does it for today's podcast. This is actually going to go out before the Super Bowl because I have plenty of time to do it.
And as we leave, I'm going to leave on one quote, just a little piece of advice. See if you get it.
All right.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Never trust the saunas in Germany.
Oh!
Balloon tits.
All right, guys. So that does it for today's podcast. If you like the podcast, smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the podcast if you haven't done so already. Let us know what your Super Bowl predictions are, who you think is going to win. And if you guys have any drink suggestions, put it down in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next podcast. And oh, behave, bye.